Today on the channel, it might be Friday the 13th, but no reason to be superstitious, as today on the channel, we're breaking down all the brand new WWE Mattel reveals.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here on this Friday the 13th. If you're watching it as it drops, as today we're getting extra superstitious, or really not at all, but today we're diving into some WWE Mattel reveals thanks to the Mattel Creations Forum, plus a few other things as well. As coming up with a news update. Of course, Saturday is usually the toy news on the channel. We'll still have toy news tomorrow. It'll be everything else wrestling related, plus everything else under the sun, San Diego Comic-Con, Power Town controversies, you name it. We'll be talking all that in the toy news. So check out that tomorrow. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, all that fun stuff. But today we're breaking down all the WWE Mattel news that we got today on Friday the 13th. Watch out, Jason. There's news to be told about here. And we're going to break it down and we're going to dive into all of it and a few extra asterisks at the end. But let's dive into it. Let's start it off. Of course, Mattel Creations. We all know about Mattel Creations. They're a site where we can buy WWE figures, among many other things. And I guess we might as well start with this too. Yesterday, Thursday the 12th, CM Punk Ultimate Edition, ECW Edition, went up for pre-order, shipping later this summer. Make sure you get your order in if you have not already. But that is available over there at Mattel Creations. And unfortunately, it seems they are already sold out, but Mattel Creations also launched the brand new Target Legends wave with Undertaker, of course, Billy Gunn, Great Muta, and Terry Funk. Now, normally I would say, hey, I'll get the Legends at Target. It's not worth the shipping. It's not worth the extra cost with Mattel Creations. But when you throw Great Muta in there and you throw Terry Funk and a Chase Terry Funk in there, you're playing too many hits for me. And then you throw in an Underbiker at the back end, it just puts it off. And then you got a Cowboy. Come on. Playing all the hits for me. This could be the Legends series of the year. I can't think a better Legends series will happen this year. I guess we'll see what happens. But that went up for order over there at Mattel Creations. So those may be in stock next week. Or in the mail next week, more like it. We'll see what happens with that, but very excited for that Legends line and very excited for a new Terry Funk and Great Muta figure. So stay tuned to that. But that's a little bit of those housekeeping things I was talking about. Of course, let's dive into the Mattel reveals here today. And I guess it is the year of John Cena. I told you guys that last year at San Diego Comic-Con. It's going to be the year of John Cena, and it's proven to be the fact. We did see in-package images of the brand new Walmart exclusive John Cena 3-pack. Doesn't really set my world on fire. I respect John Cena, but we've had a lot of John Cenas. I got 2 full detolfs down there full of John Cena figures, and it feels like a lot of it has been done. Now, we are getting the new ankle molds. We're getting a lot of the new articulation. We're getting some new looks as well. So it's not like they're just re-releasing everything. They are re-releasing a lot of stuff, but we're getting a lot of new stuff here. But man, if you're a Cena fan, this 3-pack, playing all the hits here for you. I was extremely interested, of course, with the black and yellow John Cena, which means only one thing. I never guessed John Cena a huge Striper fan. I thought John Cena was just a bad man sticking to his rapping, but here we are. He's rocking with Oz Fox, the Sweet Brothers, and everybody else that loves little Striper. I don't even like Striper, but apparently John Cena does. He's wearing the Striper colors there, but this 3-pack, have to imagine like all the other packs at Target, Walmart, will be able to get this fairly easily. And who knows, probably even a long game clearance possibility as well. We'll see what happens with that there. But we're not done with John Cena. No, we're not done. We're just beginning. We're just cracking the surface here with John Cena. But we did see Elite 119 packaging images. We know what that means. We're about, 2 weeks away or so from Ringside Collectibles getting them whenever we see these images. So I would have to think here at the very end of June, maybe early July, we'll see some of these coming our way. But Elite 119 John Cena Collector's Edition. Another Collector's Edition John Cena. Not surprised by that. We always talk about John Cena, of course. And John Cena is going to have a Collector's Edition every single set this year. Part of those Walmart sets and stuff. So you're not going to be able to get him from Ringside, at least not right now. I wouldn't be shocked if we don't see it in the future. But as of right now, it's going to be a Walmart. But John Cena Collector's Edition. Have not seen the clear one yet. Haven't seen the gangster outfit yet. I'm sure those will come eventually to my region. Hopefully, we'll see what happens there. But Elite 119 carries on with Liv Morgan. Nice to get an updated Liv Morgan, but man, from these pictures, woof, that's a rough head sculpt on this Liv Morgan personally here. Gonna wait to give the final determination once I do get it at the table. But I thought it didn't do Liv very much justice. And man, you go back to her Riot Squad figures way back when, those were amazing head sculpts, I always felt. This one, not the best for me personally. I'd be interested to hear your thoughts on that one. Dominic Mysterio, no stranger to any of these Mattel lines. No stranger in the future as well. Have to imagine we'll see more of him at San Diego Comic-Con as well. But he's coming in Elite 119. Elite 119 Braun Breaker, very interesting. An old school throwback Braun Breaker, I guess we'll call this one here. Man, he looks like in this outfit, he just stepped right out of the 1990s WCW is what it kind of looks like to me. Big screaming, yelling head on the face as well. I guess he's ready to do the spear at a moment's notice. Then we get our first taste of the Wyatt Six, of course, with Dexter Lumis. We know the rest of the group will be coming, but we do get Dexter Lumis, a very toyetic one, and I guess first time in the line, kind of. I guess first time in the Elite line. We did get a version of Dexter Lumis in the Basic series many years ago, 2-3 years ago. What is time? A good figure. This one obviously going to be a little bit better. A lot more bells and whistles with this one. And rounding out Elite 119, we do get a first timer in the line. Ethan Page ×2, regular edition and Chase edition for Ethan Page. Should have these in a couple of weeks from Ringside, I would have to imagine. So be on the lookout for those reviews on the channel. I don't know, months, 6 weeks, 8 weeks. What is time? Once again, probably at traditional retail. We'll see what happens right there. But that was the Elite lineup. But then we turned our attention over to some Ultimates. You guys know me. I love a good Ultimate figure. Just yesterday on this very YouTube channel, I did my top 5 Ultimates so far of 2025. A few people saying, where's Stone Cold Steve Austin? Well, you can't rate it if you don't have it yet. So as I filmed that video a couple of weeks ago, I had not had Stone Cold. And spoiler alert, still do not have Stone Cold. 14 local Walmarts. None of them have got Stone Cold yet. I'll get him eventually. Of course, that'll be part of the year-end top 10 we'll do on Ultimates. Have to imagine that'll be in the top 10, but it's only what I reviewed. I'm not going to rate stuff if I've never placed hands on it. That doesn't make any sense to me. It's like reviewing an album without listening to it. I don't know how people do this. There's so many people that say, here's my top 5, and I guess they go off of pictures, they go off of looks. It just seems strange to me. It's like listening, like I said, to not listening to an album, but rating it. It doesn't make sense. But I have not had the Stone Cold yet. Who knows if I would have? He would have maybe been in that top 5. But we'll see what happens at the end of the year when we do our top 10, of course. But wanted to put that out there for everybody. But we did see a fan takeover, which means Amazon exclusive Randy Orton. Me personally, I got a feeling this one will go to clearance eventually. Long gamer alert, I guess we could call it on this one. If you're a long gamer, you could probably play a little of that long game, get this much cheaper. But it will be coming from, of course, Amazon, the home of the fan takeover, at least as of right now. The one I'm excited about, and a lot of people are probably excited about, Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner, WCW Ultimate Edition right here. I guess it could be WWE. You can fudge it right there. Kind of that window of time, of course. But we did get Scott Steiner here. The coolest thing is it does come with that straight jacket. Very cool for Scott Steiner. What was that promotional for the video game? I think it was a video game promotion where they showed him in the straight jacket. I think that's a cool little throw in. Have to imagine that's the same straight jacket we got with Dean Ambrose once upon a time with that Ambrose Asylum. Probably somewhere in my collection. I can't see it, but somewhere right up in there. Maybe you can see it, maybe you can't. But have to imagine that's that same straight jacket. I'm here for that. I'm here for a straight jacket. I'm here for all the Big Papa Pump figures, of course. Scott Steiner, a favorite of mine as a little kid. I like the Steiner Brothers era a little bit more just because that was so hard-hitting and so fun, especially that WCW Tag Team division. But there's undeniable Scott Steiner love for, of course, his solo years. Very, very cool to get that one. Very similar to the Nitro Stage one we got, but entirely different. Yeah, maybe not. But we are getting that one there. Very, very excited for Scott Steiner in the Ultimate Edition coming sooner rather than later. This fall, probably at retail, I would imagine. We also saw one of those main event 3-packs. No main events shown this time, really, outside of this 3-pack with Jey Uso, Seth Rollins, Cody Rhodes. Great for the kids out there. Great for that. I believe available at Smith's, sometimes available at other retailers as well. But Smith's over in the UK will have that 3-pack if you're into that one as well. But now we go back to Walmart. We go back to the Monday Night Wars. A difficult war. It's a war we're all fighting. It's kind of like that Vietnam War we've been fighting with the factory. The Monday Night Wars, a little bit harder to find in my neck of the woods. And that's a ringing true very much lately here. I don't know what's going on with my local stores. Something about the distribution center. They're missing out on things. There's something going on. I'm a lifelong retail guy. I know the ins and outs of this kind of stuff. Something's amiss in my area, and it's very unfortunate for me personally. because like that Stone Cold example, they have not hit any of my stores anytime lately. So we'll see what ends up happening here. I hope things are better because haven't seen the new Monday Night Wars line. I don't think anybody's seen that great Muta set outside of the Mattel store, in all honesty, but those have to be hitting stores really soon. But we did see the next set that'll be coming later this fall. It is, of course, the Michael Cole Build-A-Figure, a cool Raw is War edition of Michael Cole. He's missing that jean jacket, that black jean jacket, though. Maybe we'll get some customs of that in the future. We are getting Michael Cole as the Build-A-Figure, a good Build-A-Figure if you ask me. We got the Underbiker, the Undertaker back in action here with big trench coat going on, the big denim underneath, playing all those Undertaker hits in the Monday Night Wars. Loose Cannon, Brian Pillman, what will we have in hand first, this one or Zombie's version? Have to imagine another Pillman will beat Zombie to the punch, unfortunately. And I get it, he's a smaller company, he's delayed some stuff. We'll see what ends up happening, but we got another Brian Pillman. Zombie Sailor Toys can't be happy about that with all these Pillmans because it's like, each one that's sold is probably taken away, chipping away, because there's a lot of collectors, they only want one Brian Pillman, and whatever one came out first, they would have probably picked up. Now he's missed that. He'll be the third in line as of right now. Could be worse. We'll see what happens. But that Pillman is coming. We got a gray-haired Eric Bischoff, the old Silver Fox himself, coming to the line again. We've had a few Bischoffs over the years. This is probably the least appealing Bischoff to me personally of the ones we've received, but I still will pick this up, obviously. And last but certainly not least, I love a deep cut like this. I think it is really cool. It is the Shark ×2, of course, one John Tenta. We had a Shark once upon a time. Much improved this go around here, but you got two different versions of the Shark coming. Should be a fun Monday Night Wars set. I believe this will probably go to pre-order maybe later this month at Walmart. Once again, we'll stay tuned to that as well. And now I talked about the Monday Night Wars being very frustrating. How about the most frustrating toy line I've ever collected in my entire life, going back to the 80s all the way till now? It is the WWE Superstars line. I've talked about it on my podcast. I did a deep dive episode where I talked about the reasonings and all this kind of stuff. And obviously, you can talk about it until you're blue in the face, but if it's not getting to the consumer's hands, it's not a good deal. Mattel, they're never going to say it to you. They're like, hey, we got our money. Walmart said they wanted X amount. We produced X amount. We gave it to them. After that, it is Walmart's. It's no longer us. Don't gripe at us. Gripe at Walmart for not ordering enough. Whatever the reason may be. Happens all the time between Walmart and Target. Unfortunately, Walmart's just a little worse than Target at those things. But we are seeing another Superstars line. And as of right now, I think I'm 2 sets of Superstars behind, maybe even 3 sets. I don't even know anymore. And I'm a Double Up Club member of this, which makes it even more frustrating, more challenging. Ooh, Superstars, grinding my gears like never before. But we did see official images of the set we saw not too long ago. But now we're seeing carded samples. We got the Ultimate Warrior. Hot dog tan and all, prime Intercontinental era Ultimate Warrior. Absolutely a must-have for me. Cannot wait for that one there. This is a heavy hitter set because we also got Stone Cold Steve Austin in the Superstars line. About time we got Stone Cold in there. We had him part of the Masters WWE Universe, if you guys remember, once upon a time as well. We got to think a lot of people will want that Austin. And Nikolai Volkov, very cool to get him. Of course, Iron Sheik in one of those sets I'm still missing. Now you got his tag team partner to go there, Nikolai Volkov. Always good figure. Nikolai is one of those sleeper guys that doesn't feel like he's an exciting figure, but always comes with that cool hat, always comes with the sweater, always comes with a little bit of extra bang for your buck, maybe. Of course, his time with Ted DiBiase, but always enjoy a Nikolai figure. He does make sense in the Superstars line to me. And another guy that makes a lot of sense in the Superstars line is George the Animal Steel. Would have been nice, Todd McFarlane from the couch here, ladies and gentlemen. Wouldn't it have been cool if Mattel would have gave him real fur, maybe as the Chase edition? I'm just saying. But we do got George the Animal Steel coming here. A fun one and a guy tailor-made for the Superstars line. A very solid set. I just hope we can all find them. We'll see what happens at the end of the day. And that is it. That is it for the reveals from Mattel today. A lot of cool stuff shown, a lot of stuff to be excited for. Now, the big thing looming right now is San Diego Comic-Con. A little over a month away from as I'm filming this right now. They're holding back some stuff. I don't think we'll see much more from Mattel, I don't think, until that time frame. And that's usually where they really regurgitate everything we've already seen that we know is coming, plus a ton of new stuff to carry us into 2026. Very excited to see, and we're still looming. What is going to be the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive? Is it going to be that John Cena Ultimate we saw 2 weeks ago? What is time? Or is it going to be something else? We'll find out very, very soon, because you remember the last couple of years, I've seen some of this stuff early. Now, it could be the Cena. It makes a lot of sense it might be the Cena, but a lot of those things have come across my desk from the dark web. The dark web's a dangerous place, as we all do know. Was that Shiloh guy from LFG? Ask him about his boots. There's dangerous stuff on that dark web, especially the action figure dark web. One of the dangerous places in all the internet, of course. But Muhammad Ali came over early. Shawn Michaels last year came over months early. I'm leaning to thinking maybe this Cena is, because it makes sense with the timetable of things getting out there, getting released. Maybe that's the case, or maybe they're really keeping it under wraps because things got out the last couple of years. I hope that is the case. I'm not against that Cena. I'd just like to see something else for San Diego Comic-Con personally. But I get it. There is people that love John Cena like I love the Ultimate Warrior, and I don't begrudge those people that love their Cena. I get it. I totally get it. I personally would like to see something besides Cena because we're getting bombarded with Cena. It's not going to feel as special as San Diego Comic-Con when we're getting all these collector's editions, these 3-packs, all these other things. Let's get something new. Let's get something a little bit different. I don't know. That's just me. We'll see what ends up happening there. And who knows? Remember last year with Shawn Michaels? It wasn't there to pick up at the show. It came much later. Maybe they're doing the same thing. Could they do a demolition? Could they get that demolition or a version of demolition out and say, hey, here it is. We're showing it off San Diego Comic-Con. It's going to ship to you in October, August, November. Maybe they'll do something like that. That would be a cool surprise there. People would be disappointed they don't have it in hand, but I think they would understand, hey, they're trying to rush this through, get it to market. But when you rush, sometimes bad things happen. You never know. You never know. So that's it. That's the Mattel reveals for, of course, Friday the 13th here today. Jason Voorhees' favorite day, I guess. Who knows? Don't walk by any black cats. Don't break any mirrors. Don't go on any other ladders or anything like that as well today. That's just a little PSA here, G.I. Joe style on the back end. But what are you excited for with these Mattel reveals? What are you hoping to see at San Diego Comic-Con? I'm sure we'll do a video on that here in the next couple of weeks. But let me know all your thoughts around these reveals today. What are you excited for? What are you disappointed in? And let me tell, I'm sure somebody will say their frustrations with the Superstars line as well. That usually happens. And I get it. You're preaching to the choir right here. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, 2 YouTube channels, videos every single day. Check out YouTube channel memberships and the Patreon for so much more content. Make your head spin. Of course, your best way to support the channel. SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and TheKylePetersonShow at gmail.com. My brand new podcast each and every single Tuesday, wherever podcasts are found, with video casts on YouTube. Breaking down all kinds of stuff. Doing a deeper dive into some of these toy news stories where we talk about them momentarily on this, but then we dive a little deeper, deep a little diver. You know what I meant. But we dive into it in the podcast, among many other things as well. Check out the podcast if you have not already. Check out my book, Amazon, Barnes & Noble, or for me, it is The Complete Guide to ECW Original San Francisco Toy Makers, available now. So for a little Friday 13th Mattel reveals, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.